Can another domino fall for a major project in eastern Kentucky? Coming up, we talk with a member of that project about the possibility of bringing a resort and casino to far eastern Kentucky.
The World Health Organization declares a global emergency over the new coronavirus from China. What you should know in a few minutes.
And we have a few more gloomy days here in the mountains before sunshine finally returns. I'll have more on that right now at 5:30.
Dedicated to southern and eastern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. Tuesday night, Governor Andy Beshear outlined his two-year budget. In it was money from sports betting. While approving this faces an uphill battle in the legislature, it marks a domino that could be starting to fall for an eastern Kentucky casino and resort. WYMT's Will Puckett has more.
Tucked atop a Letcher County mountain.
We're trying to get what we feel is going to really help develop eastern Kentucky.
Land that, should things continue to fall in place, could signal the revitalization of an eastern Kentucky town.
We're not asking for a handout. We're just asking for the government to stay away from this a little bit so that we can help pick ourselves up here and develop us.
They say Governor Beshear's budget is a step in the right direction.
It gives us tremendous hope. We know that, we have people that already spend money on casinos in Kentucky. You just have to cross the Ohio River to do it.
Recently, just across the border in Virginia, a proposal in partnership is in the works for a resort and casino in the town of Bristol, which also houses a famous NASCAR raceway.
For us here in eastern Kentucky, we're looking at what Bristol's doing and saying, if they can do it, in a much more conservative area than what we have here, certainly we could even look at this. Let the people vote.
Griffith, if that vote occurs, he is confident it will be in their favor.
We've had numerous polls taken over the last 20 years, and the very last one, 71% of the people of the Commonwealth said yes, we have no problem with expanded gaming.
So now they are hoping for a constitutional amendment, one that, should the majority of Kentuckians agree with, could change this eastern Kentucky mountainside forever. In Letcher County, Will Puckett, WYMT Mountain News.
It is widely believed the sports betting bill will face tough opposition in the Republican-controlled legislature. 24 people died in mining accidents in the United States last year. The Department of Labor says it is the lowest nationwide total ever recorded. Among those deaths were 11 deaths in coal mines, including 4 in West Virginia and 4 in Kentucky. The coal mine total matched the tally from 2018. The Mine Safety Agency said it was reviewing 2 other deaths that could add to the total of 24.
Some of us saw a little bit of sunshine this afternoon, but those clouds have moved back into the mountains. We're seeing those gloomy skies outside the front porch here at WYMT. I know when I got in a couple hours ago, we were seeing a little bit of sunshine, but it looks like we're seeing most of that get on out of here. Looking into Whitesburg, 46 degrees and those cloudy skies. At least temperatures are slightly warmer. Still feeling chilly out there, especially with no sunshine. You can see those clouds that broke up a little bit ago, and now they're starting to move back into the mountains, and that's because more rain is on the way as we head into tomorrow. 36 though is for tonight's low. We're going to continue to see those cloudy skies. Will be mostly dry throughout the evening and overnight hours, but it's not until a little bit later tomorrow and into your Saturday. We're going to bring back just a few scattered rain chances. Drying out Sunday and Monday. Sunshine does return for both of those days, and then we're tracking our next system that's going to move in Tuesday. Looks like it'll bring soggy and warm weather back into the mountains. I'll have those details coming up in just a little bit.
All right, thank you, Paige. Federal health officials have confirmed the first person-to-person case of the coronavirus in the United States. The announcement comes as the World Health Organization declares the outbreak a public health emergency. CBS's Michael George has the latest from New York.
The CDC has confirmed the first person-to-person transmission of the coronavirus in the U.S. Health officials say it involves a previously confirmed case, a woman in her 60s who had traveled to Wuhan, China in December and returned to Chicago earlier this month. She infected her husband. Health officials say both are hospitalized in stable condition.
The risk to the general public in Illinois remains low. This person-to-person spread was between 2 very close contacts, a husband and wife.
Health officials are tracking people the couple had been in contact with.
We could see more cases among individuals who have had close contact.
The news comes as the World Health Organization declares a public health emergency. The agency praised China's response to the outbreak, but says other countries with weaker health systems are at risk.
The only way we will defeat this outbreak is for all countries to work together in a spirit of solidarity and cooperation. We're all in this together.
In Italy, thousands of passengers, including 114 Americans, were not allowed to leave a cruise ship while tests were conducted on a female passenger from China who came down with flu-like symptoms. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
China has reported more than 7,800 cases of the new coronavirus, including 170 deaths. 18 other countries have since confirmed almost 100 additional cases combined, with no deaths. A mother and her daughter are in the hospital after a home explosion in Grayson County. It happened yesterday in Millwood, a small community west of Litchfield. Angela Young and her daughter Joanna were both badly burned. Joanna is expected to be released tomorrow, but Angela remains hospitalized. Officials say it's possible a gas leak caused the explosion. A woman accused in an 8-year-old murder case pleaded guilty in court today. Paul Brewer was shot to death inside his Montgomery County home in 2011. Natasha Martin admitted this morning to killing Brewer. She was originally charged with murder and robbery, but pleaded guilty to facilitation to murder and complicity to robbery. 3 people were initially charged. However, charges were dismissed against everyone except for Martin. She's also facing charges in Powell County, including drug charges and a parole violation. A Western Kentucky man is in jail after deputies say he led them on a chase in a stolen dump truck. This is Richard Rusher. Deputies in Grayson County say they saw a dump truck that looked like the one reported stolen. Rusher led them on a chase through a cornfield but ended up stopping against a tree. He ran away, but deputies later found him riding with someone in another car. He's facing several charges, including running from police, receiving stolen property, and reckless driving. For the first time in 4 years, life expectancy in the U.S. is on the rise. The CDC just finalized numbers for 2018. It raises life expectancy to 78.7 years of age. The CDC attributes a decrease in death rates from cancer and drug overdoses. In 2018, the CDC says Kentucky was just one of 14 states that saw fewer drug overdose deaths than the year before. Nike is sold out of its Kobe Bryant gear in the wake of his untimely death in a helicopter crash Sunday. A search of Kobe or Kobe Bryant on Nike's website shows no available goods, and it immediately redirects to a statement saying, quote, Kobe was one of the greatest athletes of his generation and has had an immeasurable impact on the world of sport and the community of basketball. He was a beloved member of the Nike family. We will miss him greatly. Mamba forever. People with the United Way across Kentucky were at the state capitol today, urging lawmakers to support the organization's legislative goals this year. Those goals include expanded eligibility for child care help and stronger early education. They also want to see changes to the criminal justice system and the tax code. Organizers hope this day gives lawmakers an idea of what the United Way is working on to improve the Commonwealth.
The purpose of our Live United Day is to draw together all of our public policy initiatives and showcase for them what it is that United Way is working on across the Commonwealth. We reinvested $43 million into this Commonwealth last year, and we stand as a great gatekeeper between local nonprofit organizations, corporations, and the legislature to help get things done for local communities.
Governor Beshear and Kentucky Attorney General Daniel Cameron were among the speakers at today's Live United rally. Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, we take to the skies for a look at how security crews try to keep everyone safe as fans flock to Miami for the Super Bowl.
We only have 2 more days of clouds and rainy conditions. Sunshine returns by Super Bowl Sunday, along with those warmer temperatures. I'll have more details on that coming up in just a little bit.
Water issues in the city of Martin left many businesses closed for days. Those issues have now been addressed, but people in the community say they are still worried for the city's future.